So, Wuthering Waves 2.0 is a massive success. 2.1 came by, it's looking pretty good. The game is heading a step in the right direction. You've seen your waifus, your husbandos, all the clean boss fights and everything, and you guys are wondering, you know what? I kind of want to play this game. I want to pick up this gacha game, but I don't know where to start. Well, fear not, guys. Today, we'll be getting all up into it. I don't want to say if you guys like the video, comment, subscribe. It helps the algorithm and shit done. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So, one of the first things we're going to be talking about is going to be characters. Obviously, the best part of these gacha games are the phenomenal characters that they give us to play, and Kuro is really good with their gachas and their gacha characters, you know what I'm saying? Their characters are pretty good. Now, let's talk about it. So, when you begin Withering Waves, you're going to have a selector character banner, and what it's going to be doing is it's going to give you a 5-star from the standard banner, but it's going to be cheaper. So the pity will be set at 50. You'll be 8 pulls instead of 10 per. So you're going to be saving yourself a lot of wishes. So instead of going all the way to 50, you're going to be doing 40 pulls. So you're going to be saving 10 there. And while the normal hard pity in this game is 80, that banner is 50. So you're saving yourself like damn near 40 pulls. It's pretty goddamn good. It's half off and you are guaranteed one of the standard banner characters. Now, you will also have a free character select ticket in your mail. I think as long as you play this game before May, I think you are going to have a free character select. This is very, very important because this will allow you to grab another character from the standard banner completely free, no wishing. You just step there, pick him up, and that is it. So let's talk about it. So, out of the 5 standard banner characters and the teams you want to work towards in this game, you're going to want to think of what character you like the most. Obviously, there's going to be one that you're going to want, and you're going to be very eager to use that ticket to get that character, but I would recommend holding off against it. That'd be very wasteful. What I recommend, roll on that standard banner, the character one, the early one that you can use 40 pulls for. See who you get, because you still have a 1-in-5 chance of getting the character you want. Or even better, it's technically a 2-in-5 because one of the best characters in the game that's used in the hardest content to date is Verena, this little rat. She is absolutely broken. And I really don't like to say there's a must pull character in a video game because obviously you can work without her. It's just, guys, she's used in every goddamn content today. She's one of the 2 most broken characters in this game, arguably first place as well because of how really broken she is. So I would recommend you get her on your account. So what you can do is you roll on that banner, 40 pulls, see if you get your character. If not, pray you get Verena. If you get your character, amazing. Use that selector, and I'd recommend grab Verena. Obviously, if you want another character, be my guest, grab them, but I would very much recommend you get Verena. That character is extremely important and you're probably going to regret not getting him later on. So with that being said, I would recommend grab Verena. But say you miss and you get Verena on that banner with but the 40 pulls, then you can just grab your character with the selector. But say you miss the 2-in-5 and you don't get any of them, this is where the important step comes in. You got to make a decision. Are you going to grab your character, the one you want to play the most? Or are you willing to make a sacrifice and take Verena, a character that's going to be living on your account for God knows however long? This is a decision for you to make. You gotta see what you value more. I'm just here to inform you on how good that character is. It's hard to say she's a must pull because I don't really like saying that, but she is extremely valuable. So that is what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to get that point across very clearly and how important that character is. Now, let's talk about the rest of the gacha systems, how the normal banner work. So, similar to other gacha games, this game works off 80 pity. Now, usually you will never really see 80. You're going to be seeing roughly around maybe 65 is where the soft cap starts. So between 65 to maybe 73, I'd say, is roughly around where you're going to be getting your characters. Obviously, you can get them early in that if you are lucky, which happens. It happened to me. But you're not guaranteed your character when going to 80 when you're using the limited banner. It is a 50-50 chance. So what does a 50-50 mean? You have a 50% chance to get the limited character, and you have a 50% chance to miss that limited character, in which you will be guaranteed one of the 5 random characters on the standard banner. Now, if you miss, what will happen is you will be guaranteed your character if you go to pity or you hit your character again. So I want, let's say, any limited character that's out right now. Say I want Brant. I roll to 65 and I didn't get Brant. I missed. Unlucky, I got one of the standard banner characters. I roll again. And as long as that goes gold, I will be guaranteed Brant that time. And that is how that works for the limited banner. How the standard banner works is very similar. It's just you roll, and whenever you see it goes yellow, you will get one of the random 5-star characters on the standard banner. Now, the weapon banner is a lot more forgiving and a lot better. It is also at 80 pity, but what is amazing about the weapon banner is that your weapon is guaranteed. So when you're rolling for the limited weapon, you are guaranteed to see the limited weapon that you want. As for the standard weapon banner, you will pick one of the 5 weapons of your choice, and when you roll on that banner and it goes yellow, you will be guaranteed that weapon. So you did all your stuff and things, you rolled on your banners, you got the characters you want after farming a little bit of pulls, and now you want to know what to do next. Now, before you go any further, I want to let you guys know this is a gacha game. It is very limiting on resources, so I will very much advise, guys, please do not invest into every single character. Figure out a little team you like, and what I would recommend is you bring that team up. You invest the shit into that team, try to get their best weapons and stuff like that, and that's what I would recommend, because if you go too wide, your characters are going to be weak and the content is going to feel hard, which is going to make the game feel very boring. So find that team you like and just lock in and work on that team. Treat them like your little waifus or whatever. Lock in on that team, bring that team up, and they will carry you to the moon. You'll be able to clear everything with that team. Another little tip for you guys in your team building is the main character in this game is extremely good. He is very, very good, he or she, whatever one you pick. The Rover, really good, works in endgame teams, doing all the endgame contents to date. So that is a very good character you can use on your account. That is not honestly maybe even better for you. You build your main character, and that allows you to save up wishes for another limited character that you like. So just keep that in mind while you're going up. The main character is extremely valuable. Now, something very important I want to talk about is that Weapon Selector. This game gives you a free 5-star weapon selector, and all you need to do is get to union level 45. So if you guys are wondering which one of the weapons you want to pick, you're not sure, I did make a video on this a little bit ago. I will leave it linked in the description of this video, so this can help you decide on what weapon to pick. If you're struggling, you're not sure which one to pick, you're not trying to waste it, I explain them all, I show all their stats and everything, and I help you like make a decision on it. I will leave that video linked below. Now you guys are wondering, let's talk about it. Union level. How do you get union level? What is union level? All union level is just XP for leveling up. That's all it is. You're just leveling up. Now what makes it so important is that every like 10 I think or 20 levels, I think it's every 20, you'll go up a soul phase. And what soul phase is, it will increase the difficulty of your world. It will also increase the levels of the enemies in your world. But what makes it so amazing is it will also increase the drop rewards in your world. So you level up, content gets harder, but the loot gets better. So bring up your union level, and if you feel like you're defeating everything on that level, then up your soul phase, go do your little challenge, defeat that challenge, and then up your soul phase, and then you'll be getting more loot. Now you want to wonder, okay, I really want this weapon selector. How do I go about getting to level 45 and further on? Because the higher you go, the more rewards you get. So what you can do for union level, there's a few ways to go about this. The main way and the easiest way is doing main story quests. Main story quest gives a butt ton, an absolute ridiculous amount of union level. That is the best way to get it. Another way you can do it is dailies. Logging in every day. I think you get around maybe 2,000 I think XP every single day when you log in and do your dailies. And to do dailies, it is very simple. You just use wave plates, which is the other way to get XP and I guess union level in this game. Wave plates, that is your stamina in this game, similar to resin in Genshin, right? If you play Genshin, that is your stamina in this game. You get one wave plate, I think every 6 minutes, basically 24 hour, and you will cap out on 240 wave plates, in which if you go over that and you don't like log in and spend it, then you will go into backup. So another amazing thing WoW has, it has backup for wave plates. You can hold up to 480, but the problem is it is one every 12 minutes. So you get one every double the time. So it'd be take 48 hours pretty much for you to get 2 max backup wave plates. So it doesn't force you to log in, but obviously people that log in get a little bit lead, and people that don't log in get a little bit punished, but it's not as bad as you think, right? It's still very rewarding, and it does it automatically. You don't even have to do it yourself. So that is another way to get union level. Another way to get union level again is going to be side quest. Obviously main quest, side quest, they're both going to be giving XP. Main quest gives a lot more, but doing side quests will also grant you XP along with other materials and resources. And the last way to get union level, I would say, will be exploration, running around the map and opening chests. Chests will give you, I think it goes between 20 to 40 depending on the rarity of chest you open, so that is another way to get union level. So you've done all that, you understand what you need to do, you're doing your main story quest, and now you're wondering, I mean, what do I do next? I'm a bit lost. I have my team, what do I do now? Now, one of the best things you can do, guys, is explore. This game is open world, it is beautiful. Run around, the bad guys, absolutely. I mean, every damn echo on that goddamn map. All the echoes are the little like animals, I guess, or the little Pokemon guys you'll be see hanging around the map. They'll be everywhere. You want to pick them up. Very important. You also want to pick up everything from the rocks to the butterflies to the like. If it can be interacted with, interact with it. Pick it up. It is very, very important. You're gonna need them for like food buffs later on. Some of them can help you get weapons. It is very important. Gather absolutely everything. It will come in handy. Food buffs are also very important in Withering Waves. They can give you like up to 40% attack. I think one of them gives you damn near like 24% crit rate. Food buffs are absolutely cracked in this game. And by going around and picking everything up early game, that's going to give you that nice little jump head start on gathering resources that you're going to need to do it regardless. You also get a absolute shit ton of wishes exploring the map and picking up chests. It is crazy the amount that you get in this game, like especially as a new player and you have all that content, all the chests on the map left to explore. It is amazing. Now I'm gonna leave you guys with a little tip. There is something called a loot mapper in this game. What I'll do is I'll leave a video down below that shows how to get loot mapper. I'll also talk about a little bit of cooking and stuff in there if you guys are interested. You are going to need that. What it does for you, it leaves this nice yellow zone in your minimap when you put it down, and all your chests in there will show up on your minimap. So you just literally walk to the chest icon on your minimap, click it, collect your loot, and you can just simply just use that thing. You can have 3 of them down at a time, and it's infinite. You can just keep using it. So you just slowly go across your map, drop your loot mapper, pick up your loot, and keep it pushing. Get your wishes together to wish for your limited character of your choice and keep it going. It is amazing. Again, I will leave a link to one of the videos that I made before talking about very helpful tips for Wuwa, or like I guess useful things for Wuwa. Now let's talk about echoes, and while talking about echoes, we're going to talk about our databank because this is extremely important to your account. Let's get into it. So what is a databank? What does a databank do? How do I go about using the databank? So what a databank does is it increases the rarity of echoes you're getting. So you're probably wondering what does that even mean? So echoes in this game are the artifacts, the equipments you put on your characters. And obviously, with that being said, they go up in rarity. So when you just start the game, you're only going to be able to get very bad ones. You're going to be the little blue ones, the little green ones, the bad ones, right? But you're not very good. And I'd also not recommend you invest into them too much. If you're like if you're struggling on content, you have maybe like a blue one or a purple one you really want to invest into, do it. I would recommend doing that just so you can push past any little hurdles you're into. But other than that, I would not recommend using them because you're gonna want to get those nice, beautiful yellow ones. There's no point in investing into the ones before because eventually they're going to just be obliterated for the ones higher, and it is not a 1-to-1 ratio. So wasting resources on the lower one is going to punish you because you're probably only going to be getting like half of it back if you use it to level up a higher one. So only really level the lower level echoes when you need it. I would recommend wasting too many materials. Just keep your materials. Oh, you run into this little hurdle, you think doing this will help you out, so you just level it real quick and you're able to push past. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. So how do you go from green to yellow? How do you get the pretty echoes, the good ones, the better ones? So that's very simple. Defeat echoes and gather them. So when the monsters, they will drop you an echo, which is a little shiny like Pokemon. When you pick them up, that will add to your databank by getting different ones, so like a Pokédex kind of. You want to like fill it up. You want to collect them, add them to it. You collect them, they'll add to it, and collect them, add to it, and that will in turn give you XP towards your databank. By leveling up your databank, your percentage chance to get like I guess purple, you go from like green to blue to purple and then yellow. So the higher your databank, the higher the percentage to get a higher rarity echo. At level 20, you will have 100% guaranteed chance to get yellow echoes. I think roughly around 17, 18, that is where I started really like getting into the hard echo farming for my characters, because I think you're playing around like a 70% chance, 70 to 30, 70% chance for a yellow and a 30% chance for a purple. So that's when you can get into your overworld farming and really just get into like gathering up your echoes that you want. You can also mark echoes from the same place where your data bank is. It's your data book, your logbook. You can go there, talk to it, ping an echo, it'll ping it on the map. You go there, beat him, he drops an echo, rinse, repeat, keep it pushing. Very, very simple, very, very easy. So you have your team, you know how to get your union leveled, you've been using your wave plates and everything properly, you've been exploring, you've been gathering up all them delicious wishes, getting everything together, and you see, oh, this tower of adversity and then whimpering waste and all these holograms, and you're a little bit afraid to do them, right? Because they're the end game content. You're not sure if you're ready. Guys, there's nothing to lose. Hop in that tower, do as much as you can, push as far as you can, and just take whatever you can get. There's no losing. You just grab your resources and you are good. Same thing with the whimpering waste event. You just hop in there, push as far as you can, get your resources. There is no shame. You just simply do what you can do, get your resources, and leave with a smile. That is more than you had before you hopped in there. Don't be afraid to hop in there and give that shit a try. Same thing with the holograms. Now the holograms are going to be the more punishing ones. Holograms punishes you very hard, especially the higher up you go, because they can do a lot of damage. They dish out a whooping. And the rewards, honestly, that you get for holograms, guys, it is not it's not that much, right? So if you don't really want to worry about holograms too much, you can do like whatever level is easiest for you, take your points, and then go. You're not losing too many wishes or anything like that, right? And you can always go back to holograms and get them later. They never reset, so you never have to worry about missing out on wishes. You can always go back and just do them whenever you get stronger and you're ready to put them in their place. And that is gonna be it for this video, guys. Let me know if there's anything I missed out on. Ask away if any questions in the comments of this video. I try to reply to all comments, and I'm absolutely down to help you out. If you're having any problems, if you're having problems deciding on any teams or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment below. I am more than down to help anybody. With that being said, I will catch you all later. Peace out.